Good afternoon, everyone. We are going to be preparing for a Pilates class. So what I'd like you to do is, again, if you can get that 5 or 6 inch diameter ball, if you don't have a ball, you can use a pillow. It's something that gives you a little bit of support, but is also a bit forgiving. You'll also need to have a set of hand weights, or 2 soup cans, or 2 water bottles, and anywhere from 2 to 5 pounds, or if you feel comfortable with an 8-pound, please feel free to use that. So we're just going to set those things off to the side as we warm up a little bit. We're going to reach right and left and then across the body. Reach up and overhead again and then across the body. Let's go 2 more times. Reaching up and then across, and 1 more set. Then we're just going to swing our arms from side to side and loosen up that waistline, the shoulders a little bit. And let's go 2 more times. And then bring both of our arms behind the back of our bodies. Interlace your fingers if you can. Stretch your arms back, extend your elbows, reach out with your chest. Then bring your arms around to the side, interlace again, press your palms forward. Lift your arms up overhead. As you tip your arms gently to the right, push your left knee down. Bring your arms up square to center as you tip gently over to the left. Bring your right knee down. Breathe in, lift straight back up. Exhale, bring your arms down again. Interlace, stretch back. Bring them all the way around to the front. Pace them first, then push them out. Breathe in, lift straight on up. Let's tip to the left side first. Drop the right knee down. Breathe in, come up to center. Tip to the right, drop the left knee down. Breathe in, lift straight on up. Exhale, come back down to the side. So now we're going to go ahead and go right on down to the floor, and we're going to grab up that small ball. I'm going to move a little bit from one side of the screen to the other so that I can show you where I'd like you to be sure that you're supported. So we're first going to do some leg extensions and some heel drops to the floor. I'd like you to take this ball, place it underneath the neck and the back of your head so your eyes are facing up. Notice that the back is flat. There's no light, no air, no space in between. So with you keeping yourself there, what I'd like you to do, arms alongside body, palms down for support, bring your knees up and into your chest. Feet in flexion, gently push out. Notice that the knees are not too far out beyond the thighs because we want to keep the core in contraction and the back flush to the earth. So breathing in, as you push out, exhale, draw back in. Push out 4, breathe in. As you push out, exhale, come back in. Again, 2 more, breathing in. Exhale out. Last time, breathe in. And exhale, pull those knees back in. Now again, both your arms are alongside body. I'm moving mine so that you can see how my back stays flat to the floor. Modifiers, you don't need to bring the heels of your feet all the way down. Just tip till again you feel the core contract, but not leaving the back come away from the floor. Exhale, pull back in. Breathe in, flatten your back, tip, tap down. Exhale, pull back in. More advanced, you might be able to go all the way to the floor. Exhale, back in. Breathe in again, tap down, no back away from the earth. Exhale, pull back in. Let's just go 2 more times. Modifiers, halfway down. More advanced can go all the way if you choose, and then come back in. So now 1 foot dropping heel tap down at a time. Let's see if we can send those knees first stacked over the top of our thighs, back again flat to the floor. Left heel tap, right heel tap. 6, 5, 4, 3. Again, notice the back flush to the floor. 1 more time, pull those knees both up and in. Let's go ahead and give them a squeeze. Send them all the way up. See if you can lengthen out the back of your hamstrings. Maybe pull them in a little more. If you can't reach up to your calves, maybe you can find your thighs and give yourself, again, a little bit more of a stretch. Now we're going to keep the legs straight on up. Your toes are going to point, but it can be soft. Send your arms outside body. Again, your palms are facing downward. Now we're going to reach up and we're going to take that ball out, and we're just going to place it off on the side and out of our way for right now. So again, the arms outside body, palms are down. As you breathe in, tip your chin down to your throat, then turn your right ear towards the floor as you tip your legs slightly to the left, only about a 45-degree angle. Exhale, come back in. Breathe in, tip the chin down, drop your left ear to the earth, and as you're still breathing in, tip your legs gently to the right. Exhale as you come back into center. Breathe in, chin to throat, right ear to the earth. Inhale, legs gently tip to the left. Exhale, come into the middle. Breathe in, chin down, left ear to the earth. Legs gently tip to the right. Exhale, come center. Let's do that one more time, please. Breathe in, chin down, right ear dropping, legs tipping gently to the left. Again, notice not all the way down. 45-degree angle, please. Exhale, come into center. Breathe in, tip the chin, left ear down, legs tipping gently over to the right. And exhale, come back in, square to center. Perfect. Let's go ahead and pull both those knees back in again. And now let's stretch our hips out a little bit. So tuck your left leg long, keep your right knee in, then maybe drop it out towards the armpits. Snug it up a little bit more, and then bring it back up. Let's send that right leg out, and let's pull the left leg in, first to the chest, drop it maybe a little bit out to the side, open up the hip, bring the knee back in, and then let's open everything up. Arms coming back down alongside body. Now we're going to grab up that little red ball again, and I'm going to show you where I'd like you to place it. Fold your legs at your knees. We're going to be doing a bridge position. Lift up, and if you'd like just a little bit support, maybe you can put it underneath the small of your spine. It's not underneath the bottom, and the arms again will be alongside body. Now if you'd like a little bit more of a lift, but you feel like you need a little more support, maybe you can slide that ball a little further down to your bottom. Again, you're going to need to engage your thighs to keep those hips and those pelvis lifted up. If you choose not to use the ball, you're simply going to take it out and keep it off to the side. So we're going to be doing a single leg bridge lift. Pull the right knee up and into your chest. Send your right leg straight up. Flex the ankle. Bring the right leg down till it's parallel to the left thigh. Point the toe and lift again. So flex, lower to thigh, point, and lift. Flex, lower to the thigh, point, and lift, and flex, lower to the thigh, point, and lift. Now carefully bring your hips down. If you're on that ball, you can just gently bring your leg down. We're going to take it to the other side again if you're partially supported, if you want a little bit more of a lift, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge. Right leg is up, flexion, squeeze, pull it down. Point the toe and lift, flexion, squeeze, point, lift, flex, squeeze, point, and lift, and flex, squeeze, point, and lift. Again, carefully bring your hips down. If you're taking that ball out, slide it out from beneath your bottom. Lower your hips carefully to the floor as your leg is coming down to the earth to support you. Now we're going to move right into a bridge position using both of our arms and one set of hand weights. Now, if you'd like again to use this ball, I'd like you to place it right underneath the small of your spine so that as you're lifting a little bit, you can squeeze into your hips, your pelvis, and into your bottom. If you choose not to use the ball, again, you're simply going to leave it off to the side. Now I'd like to show you what we're going to be doing with the arms, and then we'll put it all together. We're going to exhale as we squeeze and lift, and inhale as we come back down to the floor. So let's do 6. Inhale, 5, 4, squeeze and lift. And on the last one, let's squeeze, lift, and hold up if you can. So just contract your bottom nice and tight. Feel your thighs engage, and then gently bring them down to the floor. Go ahead and lift those weights back overhead, and you can simply roll them off of your palms and out of the way. Let's go ahead and squeeze both of our knees into our chest, so a nice rounded ball position. Then if you can drop your knees gently out, maybe you can pull them a little closer up and into your armpits and give yourself a deeper hip low back stretch. Then let's release our legs, bring the knees together, and one at a time, toe ball heel coming down to the floor. So we're going to be rolling onto our sides and going right into a side series. Now again, I'll slide down first to show you the 2 head positions. Hand on the floor to support yourself if you feel a little bit unsteady today or a little bit perhaps tired or fatigued. Or you can be a little bit more advanced and take one arm behind the back of your head. It just creates a little bit more of a balance, a little bit more contraction in the core. So we're going to be doing a side passe. I'm going to slide up so that you can see the movement in the legs. Again, remember, one hand is either behind the head or on the floor. Take that top leg up, flexion in the ankle first, and then point your toe. So bring your toe down to touch your knee, then send your leg out with your foot facing forward, toe touching toe, and then straight back up. Toe to the knee, toe to the toe, and lift. Toe to the knee, toe to the toe, and lift. Toe to the knee, toe to the toe, and lift. Let's go 2 more times. And 1 more set, please. When you take that leg all the way straight up to the top, let's reverse it. So toe to knee, and lift. Turn the thigh face forward, turn the thigh to your rib, and lift the toe to the sun. Turn the thigh to the front, turn the thigh to your rib, lift up to the sun, turn the thigh to the front, turn the thigh to the ribs, lift up, and 1 more time. Thigh to the front, thigh to the ribs, and lift. Let's reach up and find the back of that leg if you can, and maybe give it a bigger, deeper stretch. And then let's send it all the way down on the floor. Now soften your legs just slightly. Send the top leg all the way out though, and notice how it's parallel to the thigh, parallel to the hip. Flex into the ankle just slightly, and then pulsate forward 3 times and bring it back parallel to the thigh. Pulsate 3 times forward and back to the thigh. 3 times forward and back to the thigh, and 3 times forward and back to the thigh. Holding, don't release it down now, and 3 pulsations slightly up and back down to thigh. 3, 2, 1, and lower. 3, 2, 1, and lower. 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good. Relax the foot, drop it all the way down. Now pull both of your knees up towards your chest, but drop that top leg down so that you can see and you can relax that hip. Now I'm going to have you roll right on over to your back. Take that leg you were just working and cross that ankle across the other thigh and maybe pull it a little further out. Give yourself a little more stretch in the thighs and a little more stretch in the hips. Release the right foot down if you were working the left leg, and let's pull that working leg all the way up. Then let's take it back down to the floor. Send both of your legs out long, and then carefully just roll yourself over to the side. Pull your knees in so you can push off, and let's go to the other side. So we're coming all the way down first. Again, we're going to do the same thing with our head position. Either hand on the floor for support, head on the hand, or the other hand behind the back of the head, creating a bit more of a balance. Sliding forward again so you can see my leg movements. Head under hand, arm behind the head or on the floor for support. Top leg is lifting up. Let's flex the foot first, then point the toe, and bring the toe down, touch the knee. Send the toe all the way out, touch the toe, and lift the leg straight back up. So the toe to the knee, toe to the toe, and lift. Let's go 4 more. 4, toe, and lift. Touch knee, touch toe, and lift. Touch knee, touch toe, and lift. Touch knee, touch toe, and let's hold that leg up, and let's reverse it. So bring it down, the thigh faces forward. Turn it so the thigh faces your rib. Lift up the toe to the sun. Thigh to the front, thigh to the rib, toe to the sun. Thigh to the front, thigh to the rib, toe to the sun. 3, to the rib, to the sun, to the rib, to the sun, and 1 more. Thigh forward, thigh to the rib, lift it up. Let's reach up, grab it, bring it in, give yourself a deeper stretch if you can. Carefully let that leg come all the way down. Bring your hand down to the earth for support. A little bit of softness in those knees. Not too much. We're going to take that top leg, send it out. Again, a slight flexion in that foot as we prepare for those hip flexions. So pulsate forward 3 times and then gently take it back. 3, 2, 1, and pull it back. And again, 3, 2, 1, and pull it back. And let's go once more. 2, 1. Now it's the pulsation hip lift. 3, 2, 1, and lower. Notice the short range of motion, keeping a nice strong contraction in that thigh, in that leg. And last one, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Let's just relax the foot first. Drop it all the way down to the floor. Then that top knee comes down to the earth, a little lower than the bottom one, so you can feel that stretch in the hips. Then let's roll ourselves over to our backs. Take that working leg, cross it across the opposite ankle, and pull that knee up and into the chest. So again, just feel that nice stretch in that low back. And then maybe send that leg all the way up if you want to. You can reach across the top of the knee. You can reach it in. And then we're going to take both feet and once again release them back down to the floor. So we're going to roll ourselves over. Let's just come into a plank posture. So with your forearms on the earth, elbows right underneath the armpits here, let's see if you can squeeze and lift up your bottom. Now the shoulders are just a pinch higher than the hips. The hips are just a pinch higher than your knees. The feet are flexed and the heels of your feet should be stacked over the top of your toes. We're just holding a nice, strong pose here. Then let's carefully release down. And let's walk our knees in so that we can give ourselves a child's position. Now remember, we're offering you short versions of our classes that we offer at the center. As we're limited to our time, we're going to slide our hands back. We're just going to curl and unravel ourselves. So when you're doing these classes at home, remember that you can add more rotations or more sets to them. And let's do one more thing. I hope the lighting is not too bad as it's changing out here. But I'd like you to grab up either the empty weightless ball that you were using, or you can grab one of your hand weights. So we're calling this picking it up and putting it on the shelf. If you've taken my classes before, you're very familiar with this. If not, it is a balancing posture. So we're going to take that weight or the empty ball and we're going to breathe and we're going to lift it up. We're going to step forward with one leg and then bring the heel of the back foot slightly up. Now, notice the angle of my arms. We're going to keep the arms lifted upward towards the ceiling, as if there's a shelf above you and reaching out in front of you. And you're lifting that leg up and you're trying to find a balance to get that box that's in your hand and stick it way up on that shelf. Then we're going to bring the leg and the arm back down together, and let's take it to the other side. So the right foot is down. We're going to take the arms gently up in front of us, about 45-degree angle from the wall and the ceiling. Reach back. As you hinge forward, reaching up for that shelf. Again, this leg behind you, lifting it up, attempting to find balance, stretching out, using the strength in the leg that's on the floor and the strength in your core to balance you. Gently bring it all back into center. Now you can repeat that multiple times as well. But again, for time's sake, we're going to close our practice today. So I'd like you just to maybe lift the arches of your feet up as you bring the weight downward towards the floor. Now if you can lower your head, just let your shoulders come down first and really let that weight that's in your arms pull the weight of your shoulders so you feel like your hips are lifting up. You can take that weight away and just drop it off to the side so it's in a safe place, and maybe shift and lift one heel at a time, up and down and up and down. Then let's spill the rest of the way down if you can, and then using your hands on your shins and your thighs, bring yourself walking up. Give yourself a shoulder roll right and then a shoulder roll left. Let's give ourselves several breaths. Breathe in. Exhale, soften your knees. And again. Exhale, come out. One more time. And when you come down, bring your hands to the top of your thighs. Bring your chest down. Shoulders, neck, and head to follow. Curl, gently lifting up. Give yourself again another shoulder roll. As you bring your hands down, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope your evening is wonderful. Missing everyone. Hope to see you soon.